Hi guys, lots of friends have told me do a tutorial video on sound engineering, home recording, because lots of people will be interested in this. I've just recently watched a few videos on YouTube and some of them are amazing. The quality is amazing and what people come up with is just phenomenal. But there are other people who have a really good performance. Their singing is brilliant, their playing is brilliant, but their problem is the recording. This is about how to set up your first recording studio. The first thing you want to consider is the performance. Performance is the most important thing. Whether you play something on an instrument or whether you sing into a microphone, whether you play the guitar, these things matter the most. Things that you get wrong there, when you get the expression wrong, when you play a wrong note, that's the first thing that people will notice. Nobody's going to notice whether there's something wrong with 4,000 something. Nobody's going to. Performance. Second thing is not some kind of equipment, no, it's the room. You want to get the room right, especially when you record vocals, when you record acoustic guitar or something where you have to use a microphone. That's the second thing you want to get right. Right, I just popped down into my tracking room because you can do that in a video. Even if you look around this room, I'm going to give you a view of this room and you will see that I've been a little bit adventurous with my DVD stacking, but all these things make a difference. See, the ceiling on here has these things, these fluffy bits, that makes a difference, of course, with your room. Books, people say books is a good thing. Books is a good thing. There are two things that we talk about with room treatment. One of them is absorbing, and the other one is deflecting sound in a certain way. All these things in here that you can see make more difference than anything else. There are some things that you can never change with an equalizer. You can never change with a compressor again. You can never change it again. Some of these things matter so much that I put the room as the second thing after the performance. Now, the third thing is the microphone. Again, it depends. Some of you might use a keyboard with a couple of cables. The room isn't really relevant there. There are different kinds of microphones. We're not going to talk about this. We're just going to get all the most important things together in this first video. Microphone. And how you use the microphone. I've got a microphone here. Now, when you sing or when you record an instrument, there are so many different things that you have an influence on. Distance is very important. The further you're away, the more it mixes up with the room sound. So we're coming back to the room. Are you going to go close to the mic? Are you going to go further away? This is something that you want to think about before you record something as well, because it depends how you record the other instruments. It depends what other instruments are playing in the track as well. There is something with a microphone that's called the proximity effect, which means the closer you sing into the mic, the more bass you get. You get less room sound, of course. That will blend better with some tracks than with others. You really have to experiment there a little bit. So, mic and room is really one thing, and how you work with the mic. With a guitar is exactly the same thing. If you go further away, you're going to get more room sound. You're going to get more treble because you don't have this proximity effect. There's lots of different things with a mic. After you record everything, you want to be able to listen to it, and it has to translate to different systems. Whether somebody listens to it on their laptop speakers or whether somebody listens to it on their super hi-fi system, you always want to hear the things that matter. So monitoring. And of course we're talking about monitoring in the right room again. There we're coming back to the room. You see how important the room is. And this room thing, I'm not talking about spending thousands of pounds on acoustic treatment. You can use different things like mattresses or just something soft in the corner. They are all things we talk about later. You're going to have to take this in first before we can talk about anything else, because everything else comes after these things. So what's the most important thing? It's you, it's the room, then the mic, how you use the mic. Then we're talking about monitoring in the right room. It might be the same room, it might be a different room. It depends how much space you have, it depends what your budget is. And after that comes all the other equipment. You can do this with a laptop, or you can have a more elaborate setup. I got really good results with a laptop in the past. If you don't get the basics right, you won't get a nice recording.